What seems to have happened fundamentally is that these domains that I talked to you about, which can be represented as chaos and order, say an R from the Taoist perspective, can also be represented as masculine and feminine. And I think the reason for that is that human beings are fundamentally social primates, right? We're very, very social. And we know that one of the correlates of brain size in primates is social group size. And we also know that most primates, say chimps, who we're quite closely related to, they don't like go out and investigate leaves and, peer at things through microscopes. They spend all their time interacting with other chimpanzees, although they're chewing all the time they do it because they have a ridiculously ineffective, digestive and eating system. Their brain is adapted to the social circumstances as the primary reality. So you could say, well, tribe is the primary reality, and then there's a secondary reality, which is all that which is outside tribe. And that corresponds to chaos and order. Order, in contradiction to chaos, is symbolized by masculine symbols. And that's, for example, why ideologies like radical feminism presume the existence of a patriarchy. It fits into the symbolic structure of our minds, that idea. And it's true in some sense, because just like in chimpanzee troops, the primary or meta-hierarchy that makes up human civilization is fundamentally masculine in its origin and structure. And so masculine is fundamentally the dominance hierarchy, and feminine is fundamentally all the things that are outside or that challenge the dominance hierarchy. And so it's a perfectly reasonable, it's weird, because our brain is organized to fundamentally apprehend the world in terms of personalities. And that's partly because, as we've emerged over the course of evolution, it's been relatively constant that there were males around, and that there were females around, and that the males were fathers, and that the females were mothers, and, that they were both mates as well. It's a constant of the evolutionary landscape, and that's what our brains evolved to process. And then what happened when we developed the capacity to abstract is we used this underlying social cognitive abstraction structure to start to represent the structure of being itself. So we could say, well, there's a dominance hierarchy, and that's society, and that's masculine, and there's all the things that challenge the dominance hierarchy, and they're outside, and they're feminine. The weirdest thing about that, however, is that it actually works. We've got away with that for some reason. It seems to be perfectly reasonable to map the world in that manner. It keeps us going.